way Maury, my daddy would do it is, while they were having batting practice, he would hit ground balls. Mike hit a ground ball. David Williams hit ground balls to him or flies. He seemed to go by me and Marty. I mean, we were sitting there, so George, somebody else over here. So I said to Marty, Marty, I'm going to throw my glove on the ground, and you watch, he'll hit me one. So I tossed my glove and crossed my arm. David. That's absolutely true. That is the truth.
I played on that baseball team.
Yeah, Diane played.
She did. One summer. They didn't have enough points.
You tell that one, Mike. You were there. I see my memory's bad.
I remember, who was our driver's ed teacher? Who was our driver's education teacher? Erlen. I ran into Erlen not too long ago, and he said, I thought about quitting teaching or quitting driver's education. He said, I knew y'all would kill me before I could quit either one. He said we were terrible drivers. So.
I'll tell you a story about him. I was driving a school bus when I was a senior in high school. In fact, C.L. Hannah rode on it, and Judy Huey rode on my bus. Anybody else? Anyway, I was a senior. We were all the same age, but one of the old bus drivers, they put a governor on my bus, means it slows it down. It won't go about 40 miles an hour. An old bus driver said, you take a rock, get into the carburetor, and it's a little spring, put it in there, and lodge it up, push it up, and it'll negate the governor. You can go as fast as you want. Well, I did. I put a rock in there, and sure enough, I could move out pretty good. And 2 or 3 months into it, I got a call in class, and some of y'all were in class with me, all of y'all, several of you. He said, David, Mr. Chain wants to see you down in the office. I said, what have I done now? So I went down there, and Erlen Nichols was the director of transportation at the time, head of the buses, and Mr. Chain was standing there in the office. Erlen had a rock. He said, David, you ever seen this rock? I said, it sure looked like the one I had in the car. He said it was, and he said, if it's ever there again, I'm going to have to fire you. Anyway, enough stories for me. Any stories y'all want to tell? 50 years is hard to remember back.
It is. Everybody's got them inside somewhere.
I'll tell that one on myself.
Do, tell one.
William Dunlap was a co-captain. He and Bob Kirk were co-captains the year that I was football queen, our senior year. And there was a Christmas parade where William was in the car and I was sitting on the back of the car. Well, the convertibles changed in 1962 in the Ford car line. Mr. Allen, Carrie Allen's daddy, provided us with a couple. Was it a Lincoln? Or I think it was. I'm not sure. T-Bird. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. It did not have that couch around the back where you were kind of safe to sit. It was absolutely slick as glass, and the dress that I had on was not one of those ruffling dresses. It was a new material out of porte-a-soie. So it was slick as glass. So Carrie Allen, if any of you remember his personality at all, he did everything in a hurry. And so, William, what was that little area right there between the high school and the next building? my foot. And as I landed on the asphalt, my arm was bleeding, and of course I had on those long white gloves, you know, so I had asphalt and blood, and I ruined my dress. And Carrie, I remember what Carrie said. He didn't ask me how I was or anything. He said, "Oh God, Daddy's going to kill me." That was it. I don't know where Bob was. Do you?
I don't know, but all I saw was legs.
Yeah. I ran off like a hurricane.
Jimmy Brady told me that story this morning.
Oh,
When I was at a soccer,
That's a memorable
little
one
kid
for
soccer
me.
match. Anybody else have a good story?
I think Bruce ought to tell the one about Mr. Robinson chasing him all around and around, and we'd stand at the door and watch him and say, "Go out."
What?
Say that again,
Well,
Doc.
I don't know whether he threw chalk at the board or what. And that time when Mr. Robinson,
Just Robin.
yeah, slipped. Anyway, and he took out after you, and y'all would go by the door. And
Slick was there when I got there.
I know one thing. Mr. Cheney was walking down the hall one day, and I think our math class was algebra, the first thing in the morning, and I was sitting on the left side of Mr. Robinson, Haraway was sitting on the right side of him, and we were in competition to see who could do the most strain Mr. Robinson. And I lighted up some paper and put it under his chair, and I lit a match. And Mr. Cheney came by just as I sat back. Oh! He got so red. I knew that my life was on the line. I was worried about school, but if he didn't come in there, because if he had come in there, he'd have never caught me. I'd been like a cat running around.
Donna, do you remember the time you dared me to write an ugly word on the wall? In the second grade? Yeah, Miss Lamb was out, and Donna said, "I bet you can't write S-H-I-T on the board."
Oh, God.
I said, "I bet I can." So I wrote it up there, and Miss Lamb opens the door. "Dad, what are you doing up?" "I don't know." She said, "Don't you think you better sit there?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." "What's on the board?" "Nothing."
We were in the 10th grade. I was in Ms. Merrill's biology class, Ms. Vera Merrill. And I had found a cigarette lighter somewhere out on the campus. And I was flicking it like Bruce's Mary Jo house. And all of a sudden, some of her hair caught on fire. She's not here.
No, she didn't make it.
And I put the fire out. It wasn't that much to it, but
What did Mary Jo do?
she didn't go tell on me. She said, "Bill, we
David,
No, I don't think she told on me. I think,
would you find out how many